Hey everybody! Today I'm going to do a review on the Kindle Voyage. This is going to be a comparison view between the Kindle Voyage and the Paperwhite. Both of them are very similar, so it was really hard to decide whether I wanted to upgrade or not. So I wanted to make this video and kind of go over some of the features that the Voyage has that the Paperwhite does not have. I have here both my Paperwhite and my Voyage. So I'm going to compare both of these side by side for you, and I hope this helps anybody who's making the decision to leap, because this is quite a bit more expensive than the Paperwhite. So without further ado, here we go. So here we have the Paperwhite and the new Voyage. And as you can see, I took them both out of their cases so you can really get a good look at both of them side by side. The Paperwhite over here is slightly larger than the Voyager. The Voyager is a little bit shorter. They both have a really great screen. They both are actually touch screen, and the Voyager actually has a little bit more pixels in it, and so it actually looks a little bit crisper than the Paperwhite. So it actually has a 300 ppi display. I'm not sure what the Paperwhite has, but you can definitely kind of tell the difference between the two. So they look very different on the back. The Voyage actually has a power button on the back, whereas the Paperwhite has its power button underneath on the bottom here, where the charge jack is. Okay, there's not much of a difference in the width of the device. I'd say the Voyager might be a little bit thinner. Try to show you on camera here the difference between the two, if you can see that. The Voyager is a little bit lighter. You can definitely tell a difference in the weight. This is definitely lighter than the Paperwhite. And the Paperwhite, I remember when it came out, it felt so light compared to the keyboard Kindle. Let me turn both of these on so you can take a look and see what the screens look like. And you'll notice kind of hopefully a difference on camera here. The Voyager has an automatic lighting system, so it kind of can tell if you're outside or inside. You don't really have to worry about adjusting the light. The Paperwhite, you have to actually do manual adjustment. The front screen of the Paperwhite has a rim around it, and I noticed that it gets a lot of dust in there, and it's really quite annoying, and especially the fact that it's only a touch screen. So I tend to get it dirty a lot. That it has a flat glass screen that covers the entire, mostly pretty much the entire screen. It's got the same features as the Paperwhite has as far as the touch screen goes, and it actually has page turners, so you can go backwards and forwards, and there's hardly any ghosting on the screen. Whereas if I were to show you a book on the Paperwhite and go back a page, I'd have to tap on that side or forward, and it does okay. It's just that tapping it and only being able to go forwards on this side, backwards on that side, it got kind of cumbersome. The whole point of having an e-reader is convenience, and I felt like this was much more convenient, whereas I can go forward, I can go backwards on the same side of the device, on either side, forward or backwards. And I really feel that these buttons work very well. Well, I can read this in one hand. It's very light, and even in its case, this case is pretty light too, I can still read with one hand. So if I'm like enjoying myself, relaxing, and I really don't want to hold it with both hands, I can just hold it with one hand and turn the page with my thumb. Whereas with the Paperwhite, I had to hold it. I had to make sure that I had a free hand to touch the screen. If I was having lunch or something, reading while I was eating, my hands would probably be dirty or something from eating a sandwich or whatever, and I'd have to touch that screen, and I'd have to make sure that my hands were clean. It was more cumbersome. Another thing that I noticed about the Paperwhite is that it would skip a lot of the pages. So if I didn't feel like it got my touch, then I would touch again, and I would be like, whoa, where am I? What page am I on? And I'd have to go back. And it's just, I don't know, I didn't really like that much. And I really do like the holder for the Paperwhite. I feel like it was very sturdy and secure, and I could just, it's this nice rubber bumper that goes all the way around, and it feels like it's not going anywhere. I feel like I can drop it and it'll be fine. So that's really good. I kind of wish that they made a similar case for the Voyager, but they decided to go a different route, but that's totally fine. So that's why I chose my case here, and they have a ton of cases online that you can choose from. This is just one that I decided on because I liked it because it had the look of an actual book on the front, and of course I love this color, and I can just close it up and it has the magnetic thing that shuts off the book and everything. So so far it's pretty good. It has 4 gigabytes of space on this, which is humongous. You can literally store an entire library and then some on here, so that's pretty cool. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found this review helpful. I hope everybody's having a great day, and hopefully I'll do another review of some sort of thing that I've purchased recently very soon. Bye!